The city of Babylon glowed like molten gold as the sun set behind its immense walls. The Persian banners fluttered above the palace of King Darius, the great ruler of half the known world. Inside, torches flickered against marble columns. Officials moved through the corridors whispering politics layered in envy. And at the heart of it all walked Daniel, old now, steady and wise, a man who had survived empires, from exile under Nebuchadnezzar to counselor under new kings. His faith had outlasted the thrones that tried to break it. Even Darius respected him deeply. No one, he often said, is as trustworthy as Daniel. Which was exactly why other governors hated him. Jealousy always plans in shadows. They gathered one evening under the guise of loyalty, their faces lit by oil lamps and deceit. King Darius, one began smoothly, "May you live forever. We have all agreed that you should issue a decree. That for 30 days no one may pray to any god or man except to you. Anyone who disobeys shall be thrown into the den of lions." Darius's pride flickered. He signed the document, unaware that ink on parchment was now a trap set for his most faithful servant. By the next morning, the law of the Medes and Persians was sealed unchangeable, even by the king himself. In a quiet house facing east toward Jerusalem, Daniel heard the news. Outside, city squares echoed with new proclamations. By royal decree, no prayer to any but Darius. He closed his door behind him and climbed the stairs to his upper room. Windows opened eastward toward a homeland he hadn't seen in 70 years. The old habit took over 3 times each day. As always, he knelt to pray. His voice rose softly. Thanksgiving, repentance, love for the God who had never left him. He didn't lower the shutters. Faith never hides. Across the street, spies were watching. They rushed back to the palace, their trap sprung. "Your Majesty," they cried, "didn't you sign a decree that anyone who prays to any god besides you shall be thrown into the lion's den?" "Yes," Darius answered, frowning. "What of it?" "Daniel pays no attention to you or your decree. 3 times a day he prays to his God." The king froze. The name hit him like thunder. Not Daniel, he thought, anyone but him. For hours he tried to find a loophole, searching the law's language, but they only shook their heads. The law cannot be changed. At dusk, Darius bowed his head. Reluctantly, he gave the order. Daniel was brought in chains to the courtyard. The lions were kept in a pit carved deep into stone, echoing with low growls. The wind carried the scent of beasts and fear. Darius looked at the man who had served him with integrity. "I tried to save you," he said quietly. Daniel answered, "My God whom I serve continually is able to rescue me from the mouths of lions." The soldiers rolled away the great stone. Daniel descended into darkness. The stone slammed shut. Darius turned away, anguish on his face. That night, the king ate nothing, forbidding music and sleep alike. Inside the pit, the air was hot and heavy. Eyes glowed in the darkness. The lions padded closer, their roars echoing. Daniel remained still. "Lord," he prayed softly, "you shut the sea for Moses. Shut their mouths tonight." Then peace settled. A luminous, ethereal figure radiating a divine light stood between prophet and predators. Claws fell still. Growls turned to quiet breathing. All night, Daniel rested among lions who bowed to someone greater. As dawn brushed the sky with pale light, Darius ran to the pit. His royal seal was broken. Stones rolled aside. "Daniel," he shouted into the dark, "has your God been able to rescue you from the lions?" From deep within came a clear voice. "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not harmed me." When Daniel emerged, sunlight poured over him, unscathed, no wound, not even a scratch. Darius dropped to his knees. "Daniel's God is the living God who endures forever," he proclaimed. "His kingdom will never be destroyed. He rescues and saves. He performs signs and wonders in heaven and on earth." Imagine Jerusalem's exiles hearing the story, their old prophet alive. The empire's greatest predator silenced, whispers of hope spread. Centuries later, another stone would be rolled away, another impossible rescue witnessed. Daniel didn't pray because he expected rescue. He prayed because that's who he was. Notice his routine stayed the same. You conquer fear by continuing your discipline. When the law said hide, Daniel's windows stayed open. And when heaven closed the lions' mouths, God wasn't just saving Daniel. He was proving that earthly authority bows before eternal sovereignty. Sometimes God doesn't remove danger. He redefines it. The lions remained, but their power vanquished. Your room may not face Jerusalem, and your lions may not have claws, but your courage can still sound like Daniel's. Whatever decree fear has written over your life, don't hide your devotion. The same God who silenced beasts still listens. And when morning comes, even kings will marvel and whisper across the ruins. The God of Daniel still rescues.